Okay. Good evening, everybody. My name is Ose, and tonight I'm going to play a little bit of Farm Sim 17. Excuse me while I trip through some stuff. We are good to go. Oh. Off you go. Okay, we have a bunch of stuff to do today. That volume's very loud for me. Okay. So, it is the 5th day of summer. There is one more day to go before fall. And of all awesomeness, after today there is due to be 6 days of rain. So chances are I'm not going to be able to get anything I had planned to do done until the end of fall. And even then, it depends on when the fields are wet and when they're dry. I need to mow this grass at least once. I need to mow this grass, preferably tomorrow, and the last day of fall. That might not happen. If I can't mow this grass tomorrow, then I definitely am not going to get 100% yield on the last day of fall. And that's not a good thing for us. Since I got caught out by the weather report, I've had to rent or lease a large 350 horsepower tractor in order to get most of the work I need done finished today. So this one is going to be ploughing the field just in front of us, which is where we're currently harvesting and baling and stuff like that. Meanwhile, I see Ferguson 5600. Here is our T8. And he's set up for oilseed radish and is working away at the fields that have already been ploughed and or cultivated. And here's my truck, and we need to go and sell the bales before it starts raining, because rain destroys straw and hay. Now, the fact is this map is not seasons prepared, so if it does rain, it won't destroy straw bales. It will always destroy loose straw, regardless of whether it's outside or piled inside a barn. Bales do not get destroyed at all. However, if the weather gets bad, technically the bales should be destroyed. So to keep with the whole season's theme, I need to get these sold today, as soon as possible. Now at least it's saying that we're expecting sun for at least the next 8 hours. So we're not too worried about rain right now this minute. We should get through to at least midnight. I'm hoping afternoon tomorrow would be a really good time to have rain. Hi BH Trucking, how are you doing? Doing fine? Kids went home today. Baby dude was throwing up all morning, so that wasn't a good thing. Well, we're now back to having a peaceful house. Cool. Oh, really? I didn't expect the harvester to fill up quite that quickly. Because the field it's harvesting isn't fertilised. Although I did waste a bit of time getting everything started. A hectic evening ahead as far as the farm's concerned. That say wages? Okay, yes, it just passed 5 o'clock, so we're due to pay some wages. Oh.
Done.
Is full, which means I'm going to have to jump over to the class and get the stuff all loaded. Is that all filled up? I guess we're full. Back by the gate. And awesome. This looks like it's facing the right way. We've got quite a bit done. So all that is one tank. probably leave that there, actually get back to the truck. And we'll check the field on the left. I do not see... Oh yeah, there's the cedar. So New Holland's getting on with that. Once again, we're going to have to... Yeah, I know. It's one of the reasons why I do have the quick look mod. So that I can actually look both ways. Although I can see what's coming from the right here now. Nothing coming. We can pull out there. I've driven on this map so much that I know the traffic route. I don't necessarily know where any big given piece of traffic is at any given point. Obviously they all reset when you restart. I don't have to look at this junction because everyone that's going in my direction turns left. Everyone coming from the left goes straight across, and everyone coming from the right turns into this side road. Sit behind him. But technically I do have the acceleration because the bales are auto-loaded. They're just images of bales, so they're not providing any weight to the truck. So it's not top heavy, and you do have the full acceleration. You don't get dragged on hills. As soon as I unload the bales, then that physics kicks in. So at this point there's nothing on the front of the truck. As soon as I press the unload button here, that makes the bales appear on the back of the truck. Oh, select the trailer, ding, done. Should look both ways, like that. Looked okay. Very good. Yeah, that's a dangerous turn as far as we're concerned, although the traffic's only doing 22 miles an hour. So once again, coming back to this point, the only traffic I actually have to worry about is the stuff coming opposite, because they're going to turn where I'm turning now. The traffic coming out of that side road are going to turn where I've just come from. They're not going to cut across the front of me. The hardest places to turn into and out of are the extremities of the map, because the vehicles disappear into a tunnel, wait for a very short period of time, and then reappear, coming back the other way. And if you're trying to pull out, you can't see them coming. Hi Vicar Pack and Victor Do. How you doing? pronunciation completely wrong, and I apologise if I did. We'll be able to check on the cedar again when we get back to here. He's heading up the field. Good. Oops. Fill them all up. Okay. Stop there and check the harvester again. Fine. He's got a little ways to go. I've probably got enough time to get to the store. So yeah, the option I have here is I could now unload these bales onto the back of the truck. And you'll notice there's a bit of a sort of settling of the suspension when I do that. And now I have to strap them down. Now of course they're not images of bales, they are actual physical bale objects, so they interfere with the camera. They also make the truck top heavy. So I have to drive a lot more carefully. Not only that, the acceleration is affected, and any steep hills I drive up now affects the truck handling. Because the bales are now actual bale objects and they interfere with the camera, I'm going to have to drive from the cab. Okay, that looks like I've got a bit of a gap. Even so, the truck's got about 500 odd horsepower, so the load isn't excessive. Hopper J has a fuel grain, full grain tank. Okay. Harvester's done again. I didn't have enough time to get to the store. Still, you'll notice I unpacked the trailer as well for this rig, so I can take 24 bales at a time rather than just the normal 12 I've been doing up till now. Now for cars and bikes, the speed limit on this road is 60. I'm not sure whether it's 60 for trucks or 50. When I was a kid it used to be limited to 50 for trucks. But I think they changed that. Since I've never been a professional truck driver in the UK, I don't actually know the full details. Pull this into the sell point. Ding, 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 ding. There we go. That's all done. And we need to check the harvester. So let's get back into this thing again. It's probably... No, it's still not facing the wrong way. This is awesome stuff. Shut that off again. We can head back to the barn again. So that's 12 per load. So we can move 48. I think we've got about 2 more truckloads to go to get pretty much most of the bales done. Ugh. We do it 15 minutes in. Not sure how far we got in that field yet. Yes, unrealistic driving. 70 miles an hour on a farm track. Ooh, he's getting close to the end. That's good. Because of the shape of that field, I am going to have to take manual intervention. Okay, I'm going to drive close to the bales at this end. There we go. Very good. Actually, that might be 2 more loads. Honestly, can't remember how many bales we produced. Definitely looks like more than 90. It may be closer to 190. Yeah, pretty much. Hi, Johnny. Oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to beat him. Just the one. No way I could manage to pass this guy in the road view I had. like the way he's placed the trees, and you get the shade coming out there. Too many cars coming the other way. Usually why I don't look, because I then fumble pushing the right button to look straight ahead again. Hell! Since we've got the IT runners in FS19, it would be really nice to see some of the IT runner trucks made available. Although Giants didn't do any of the IT runner trucks, they just did the IT runner trailer. But there were some guys who did the IT runner trucks. I find this type of setup where I've got a trailer and a truck a little bit more friendly than having a tractor and a truck, because I can travel the streets much faster when I want to take stuff to market. Tractor and trailer is good for field work, but oh, he's right at the end. Good job, dude. Okay, I'll park this back at the entrance because we've got other work to do. So, first things first. Wow. Couldn't have timed that closer if I tried. Now he's facing the wrong way. Oh. To heck with it. Unrealistic driving on the crops. Because as we saw on Saturday, I have to stop the follow me on the Valtra and then reverse this away from the crops. And I had to turn off crop destruction because some of the mod tractors' care wheels don't actually not destroy crops. That's nearly full. Yeah, I kind of hope so. Actually, Black Sheep Modding were one of the groups that did an IT runner truck when they did their chipper. So I'm guessing once they've done Old Stream Farm, and that's been released, they may have some time to work on their other mods. Although for all I know, they could have actually finished some of their other mods and just not got round. You know, Giants still haven't tested them yet. But if you hadn't noticed, Black Sheep Modding released a video on YouTube yesterday, I think, showing off Oldstream Farm. So it's probably quite close to being done. What's the capacity on this? 43,000. So I'm going to head back to the main farm. Because there's no silo at this one. As to how long I'm streaming tonight, I'm probably not going much beyond 10 o'clock. Maybe a little bit. 10:30, possibly. Oh, I'm not going to get it filled up. No. I really can't hang around for another 2,000 litres. Oh, forgot that was there. As per usual, I've got work tomorrow. We've been working on a major project for the last week. It had to be done by Friday. But usually the problem with that is that it's when you're given a deadline of a week to finish a project that you didn't know was coming, there's usually some cleanup to do afterwards. So I'm probably still going to be working on that project all of this week, tidying up all the stuff that got missed. Which is annoying because I've got a whole bunch of other projects that I need to work on. They're really important and aren't getting done because this one ended up as more important. And round about there. I'm thinking probably up to about 10:30, maybe a little bit after. I'm kind of looking at it by the task, so at the moment we've got not much of that field to do. Then we'll be moving to that one over there and starting that one. I may not get that one completed. But we'll try and get as much done as possible. What else have we got running? He's just sat there. He's done. So this one I need to manually deal with. I'm not going to be able to sell any more bales for a while. So we have to take this back to the work field before the harvester fills up. This is actually the first time I've used an auger as to unload from a field. For 2 years in Farm Sim 17 I was just emptying into tippers and then tipping into the farm silos. Yeah, problem with these farm silos is they are They're not drive-through. So you have to stop, reverse in, tip, and then pull back out again. And with this auger, I can pull right up alongside, which does make unloading a little bit easier. Don't think this is the largest auger you can get though. It was kind of what I could afford at the time. As I said, this is the first harvest I've actually used an auger even on this farm. Where is it? Auger wagons. So that's the one I'm using. 43,000 litres for 87,000. And then this one's 30,000 more, and you get 10,000 litres, which I didn't think was as good a value for money. That one's 34 and about the same price as 43, so not worth using that one. I don't know why that is on an auger. And then that one's just for corn. Where's the big bud? Oh, that is the big bud one. Yeah. So, yeah, I felt that was the best value for money. Let's run around here and catch up with him. Okay, I'll get out of the way, shall I? Okay, so that one's done. We need to get back to him. Do that with there first. Strip on the end. So it looks like a little bit down there at the bottom. And it's down. Oh, too close to the fence. There we go. Mess that up a bit. So yeah, for those of you who weren't here on Saturday, this was a temporary edition. I'm leasing this tractor. Normally not a fan of leasing, but I've got the Class 940 on the auger wagon. I haven't got anything else big enough to haul that. The Zerion 4000 is on the plough or cultivator, depending whether the field needs ploughed or not. And I needed something 300-ish horsepower to haul this seeder as well. And I don't have another tractor. I didn't have the almost 300,000 you need for another tractor. Because, like I said, it's due to rain for 6 days from tomorrow. I'm not going to have enough time to seed this if I don't do it this way. I may have missed some bits there. Doesn't look like anything obvious. I think there was a short patch here I missed. There's another patch down here that for some reason the worker doesn't like. Did I close that gate at the top? I can't remember. Full. Okay, dude. You don't want to do that. Oh, caught him. I think both of these fields are wheat, so I don't have to make a run back to the main farm. Nope. So I'm kind of done here with this one. I'll stage this down on the other field. Too narrow. There's a little Easter egg on this map. That white strip there is part of the Scottish flag. The grass is sort of a little bit of a blue tinge. In the flag shape there's another white cross goes across that way. So there you go. So long as you grow grass on that area, you've got the Scottish flag. This up right around here. Yeah, bad stuff. You can stop. I'm going to turn back you up. And you're having an issue, so do need to turn the straw swath off, which is 15. There we go. I didn't realise there was a gate up here. It's kind of weird. This. Okay. Let's turn that off again. Oh, 16 to disable. There we go. trouble is I need to lift these bales off the ground before I can bring the plough into this field. Also, I'm not sure how well the plough is going to cope because it's quite big. Not to worry about that bit. Well, in part, I mean, the helpers are affected by a number of aspects. One of them is how big the working width of the implement you're using is, and also some impediments on the field. So the helper here just didn't cope well with this bit. And I'm thinking it's probably because you couldn't back the harvester up to that fence and still get all of this bit cut. So it stopped early, turned around, and then started late. Now, typically I'm going to plough and plant all the way up to the edge of the grass here. There's no way I can get this header into the next field, so we are going to have to put it on for here. Oh, I hate this bit.